Hi everyone, it's Mike, the PrepperNerd, and I'm here with another video on the prep inventory system. As always, I just want to say that it is a privilege to offer the system to this community. It's an amazing community of like-minded people. People who are awake to the idea that it's important that we all build some level of self-sustainability, as the world around us can be unpredictable at best. So far, I'm pleased to share that we've set up 73 people with the PrepperNerd inventory system. The feedback, again, has been absolutely fantastic, and the suggestions have helped us build even more valuable features, such as the barcode scanning feature, which we now have 307 items available in the database for easily adding common food preps to your inventory. We're making great progress, and we're working toward that goal of at least 1,000 items in the database, and hopefully we'll get there within the next couple of months. A couple of reminders to people that are using the system or people who have signed up for the interest list. Wanted to let you know that if you've signed up for the interest list, you're in. So, if you haven't seen an invitation, I want you to check your email again, or even check your spam folder and search for an email sent from Mike at prepper-nerd.com. As of right now, everyone that's been invited that's ever joined the interest list. So if you didn't get an invite and you've checked your email, you can email me and I can re-invite you. Second, let me know if you need any changes to your drop-down options for those of you who are using the system. Options like categories, locations, or even hiding or showing columns that you either don't want to see or want to see. I'm happy to make those updates as you continue to use the system and your needs change. Third, remember that there's a mobile app you can use for your prep inventory system from your tablet or smartphone. For example, it makes it easy to add items when you get back from the grocery store or like a Costco or whatever. As you're processing through what you purchased and you're putting food back, it's really easy to add food with the app, or even straight into the sheet using the barcode system. So all you have to do is download the Smartsheet app and log in, and you'll see your dashboard. Number 4, I want to welcome your suggestions or feedback, constructive feedback especially. If there's something that's not working the way you would want it to work, I want to know about it. If I don't know about it, I can't do anything about it, so I can't improve the system. I want to continue to improve the system and make it more valuable to you and the rest of the community. And last, if anyone's considering using the inventory system for your mag, I would love it if you'd let me know. I think it's a perfect use for this online collaborative system, and I'd love to work closely with you to get it set up in a way that best supports the multi-user case. So next, I wanted to take a moment to thank some of the YouTube content creators that have made it possible for me to support so many people so quickly. These people liked what I was doing and were kind enough to either promote feedback or provide feedback to me or share it with their audience so they could check out the prep inventory system for themselves. I want to start with Alaska Prepper, who I spoke with at a time when I was the only person using the system. He really helped me to get to a point of realizing that this prep inventory system could be something really great for the prepper community in general, not just nerds like me, right? So I want to thank you very much for that, Rudy. Also, Pinball Preparedness was a very early supporter. He provided some invaluable feedback after using the tool for himself, and he provided that feedback just prior to me making the system available publicly. So he helped a great deal in getting the word out early on as well. So I want to thank you so much, Ken. Other YouTube content creators that have supported or promoted the work that I'm doing so far include Grim Survival, TJ Preps, Rip Curl, North Shore Preparedness, and Prepper Now. I want to thank you so much, everyone. I can't tell you how appreciative I am that you've helped me get so far so quickly in supporting the community with this tool. And if I've left anybody out, I really didn't mean to. Maybe I'm not aware that you've sent people my way, or I'm just drawing a blank right now, but I definitely appreciate your support. So, okay, let's get on to the video, the main topic today. So today we're going to talk a bit about privacy and security. This is a topic that I've been meaning to address for a while now, so I want to tackle it today. Obviously, when we're talking about any system that stores information about our coveted preps, we need to ensure that information is secure and private. And I want to address this topic head on. So in terms of privacy and security, I want to make a few key points. I'm going to provide some extra context as well. So the first main point I want to make is that privacy and security is of top importance to me. If I'm going to consider using a system where I'm putting my prep inventory into a system in a database format, privacy and security is paramount, right? So as a user myself, I wouldn't use it unless I felt comfortable with the privacy and security of the platform. I chose this platform, which is called Smartsheet, which is what I've built this system on. I chose this platform because I have professional experience with it, and I trust it based on contract negotiations with them that I've been part of. By using this platform, I'm able to offer you a solution that leverages best-in-class privacy and security policies and technology. Now, that's a lot different than someone, coding an app, for example, that you might download on an app store. When someone codes an app, there would be significantly more risk, immeasurably more risk, that they didn't properly defend against data breaches, right? So I'm using a platform that, it's practically their whole job to make sure that their clients' information is secure and private. It's a lot different than, me just going and coding an app and putting it up on the App Store, right? So we're using a platform that's already secure, stable, private, and robust and scalable. So the second point I wanted to make, again, Smartsheet is the platform. They are a leading software as a service provider. That's what SaaS means, software as a service. Their product is online collaborative software, and privacy and security are paramount to their success. In fact, they have clients that have the most demanding requirements for data security, which is protected health information, or PHI. Now, if they didn't have industry-leading privacy and security technology and policies in place, they would not be a viable solution for their most valuable clients. They're also considered to be what's called a no-look platform, meaning that the data is encrypted and it can't even be unencrypted or de-encrypted except through the browser or app interface by an authorized user. So that means Smartsheet employees can't even look at the data unless the account owner, which in this case it's me, invites them to view the data in my account on the front end. In the front end, I mean the web interface, right? Your web browser or the mobile interface, which I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't invite them to view anybody else's data other than perhaps my own if I absolutely needed their support for something. But I have 3+ years experience with Smartsheet, and I've developed some very sophisticated things using Smartsheet. I can't imagine that I would ever need their support in a way that would expose any data within my account. So I wanted to address that. So really, the only authorized users that would be able to see your data are you and me, because I'm the account owner. In this Smartsheet platform, you don't have to be a licensed user in order to use the software, right? So licensed users are what I consider to be builders, which I'm the licensed user, and I've built the solution for you to use. Because you don't need to build anything, you're using my solution. That's how I can invite you as a free collaborator. So that means that there's certain things that you might want to do that you can't necessarily do as a free collaborator, which is why, at the beginning of this video, I encourage you to let me know if there's anything that you want to have changed with your system. Potentially, you could also share your your system with other people that, at your discretion. Like, for example, especially if you're in a mag, for example, there might be one primary person that signs up for the prep inventory system, but you want to invite maybe a few other households to also contribute to the mag supplies, right? So as a group, that you're prepared collectively. So in that case, you would share your system or your dashboard and everything, related to your preps with those other households or with those other families. So by sharing it, obviously, you'd be able to see each other's information. But that's completely up to you. I would never share any of your information with anyone, really. So you have that commitment. And that really brings me to my last point here, which is that I commit to your privacy. I mean, I have no reason to share or use your information that's, in a personally identifiable way for any reason whatsoever. The only information I have about you is your name and email address, and lots of people don't even use their real name, let alone their last name. So lots of people might sign up just using their first name, or that they could even sign up using an alias. So if you're concerned about that from a privacy perspective, you can just sign up using a nickname or your YouTube name or whatever you want to use. It doesn't matter to me what your name is or where you are or anything like that. I'm just trying to help you with a system to organize your preps. And as far as the email address is concerned, if you're really concerned about privacy, then use an email address that isn't personally identifiable. So as long as your email address doesn't contain your first name and your last name, for example, you're completely private at that point, right? I had no information. If you use your first name but you don't use your last name and you use an email address that's not personally identifiable, then I don't know who you are. But the system does require your email address so that in order for you to have a login, right? So, secondly, to that point, I really have no vested interest in your data other than helping you succeed with the system. So that's what I wanted to share today about privacy and security. I hope that information is helpful and provides you with the assurance you need in case this was a concern for you. Another related topic that I actually hear a fair amount of questions about, and this is actually something that Grim Survival actually brought up very early on, was how can we trust a digital system when our preps are for a potential grid down scenario? Obviously, if there's no electricity, we're not going to be able to get on the system. And the simple answer to that is that you can easily print out your preps on a periodic basis. I print mine out every 2 weeks or so that if the grid goes down, you still have access to your full inventory of preps. And the reason we're using this tool instead of using paper and pencil is because this tool, as from my perspective and from the feedback I'm hearing from a lot of other people, this tool is the best tool for the job for the job in front of us right now, which is the process of prepping. We're not in the position of needing to use the information yet. We're trying to make sure that we're prepping as efficiently and as effectively as possible. That we have the preps that we think we have. We have as much food put back as we want to have put back, or at least we're working toward that. So this system makes it much more clear that either is or isn't the case, and it also makes it very clear where your gaps are in your preps. So if or when an SHTF situation happens, we may not have access to the tool, but we would have already benefited from the value it provides us in ensuring that we are preparing as effectively and as efficiently as possible. So I hope that makes sense. If you'd like to get set up with your own prep inventory system, you can go to the link that you can see here on the video, PrepperNerd.com, and sign up for the interest list. People are invited in groups so that I can make sure to set people up quickly and that you're well supported as you begin to use your system. Also, when people are invited to use the system, you're sent a link to a new user setup questionnaire, which gives you the opportunity to provide me with all of your preferences, right? Do you want to track where you're storing your food? Do you want to track what type of storage container your food is in, or the storage container name? Do you want to track best by dates? All of those, and correspondingly to those questions, right? What are your storage locations, right? Because my storage locations are going to be different than yours, so you can tell me exactly what options you want for those fields as well. So that provides you with a lot of flexibility and customization for your system. With that said, I want to thank you for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up or down, and that'll let YouTube know to show this video to more people. Please subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to make sure that you're informed of future videos. Again, this is Mike, the Prepper Nerd, and I am